And it is Deion Sanders entering uncharted territory, coaching a Colorado team without his son Shiloh in Shannon, Texas, after dealing with a health issue in the spring. And our Pete Thamel sat down with Coach Prime.
Obviously, your two star players from last year are gone. Like every school, there's a new identity each season. Give us a window into the case for Colorado winning this year.
Well, we won't have those two phenomenal players, but we will have a phenomenal team. We're not as good individually, but we're better collectively.
Without Shador, a lot of people speculated you didn't have much interest in coaching college football.
Why was that? What?
I don't. There was a.
Why would that be a factor?
Yeah.
Why would I have interest in doing what God blessed me to do? Because I don't have to be two things. I don't have to be the father and the coach.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing his job. I'm a dad. He's doing his job on the defensive side. Now I could just focus on these young men. I love so many of them like they're my sons. I truly do. And some of them act like they're my sons, but I don't have any biological sons on the team right now. But I'm proud of them, man. But I love the challenge. I do.
All right. Well, it's great to have you back healthy, Deion. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, my man. God bless.
Good to see Deion back. Obviously, he was out since April, the first time we've seen him in public talking about it. He would not expand on his health. He will do that, I'm sure, later on. Booger McFarland joining us now with much more here. Boog, Deion may entertain now with Shador with the Browns, a two-quarterback system. What are your expectations now for Sanders and this program year 3 in Boulder?
Well, Kev, I thought Deion put it perfectly. You may not have phenomenal players individually, but I think the team will be better because they'll spread it around. And it's going to stop and start with the quarterback. Shador Sanders is gone. Caden Salter or Julian Lewis. Who's going to be the quarterback? In Salter, you have a guy that's more of a dual threat quarterback. He can run the football. So now you add in another complement to this offense. If it's Julian Lewis, the hotshot freshman, you got a guy that can do it all. So I think the versatility of whoever they decide to play at the quarterback position is going to give this offense a new identity. You bring in a huge defensive tackle from Alabama in Jaheim Moats. The defense should be better. So they don't have the household name, Kev, but I think overall Deion put it perfectly. I think the team will be a lot better without the individual star pieces.
ESPN Bet has the Buffaloes win total set at 6.5 right now, but do not doubt Colorado. Let's switch to the NFL, okay? ESPN has confirmed that Bucs left tackle Tristan Wirfs underwent knee surgery yesterday, expected to miss the start of the season. Two-time All-Pro protects Baker Mayfield's blind side. He's missed only one game over the past 2 seasons. This is a big loss. Tough news for the Bucs, given how important Wirfs is to what they do offensively. Now, that's just the early part of the season he's going to miss time. Which team in the NFC South do you think could contend with the Buccaneers?
Yeah, the Buccaneers, 5 years ago, they won the Super Bowl. In the last 4 years, Kev, they've won the division. So it's going to be a tough road to hoe for any team trying to supplant them. But if it's going to be one, I would say it's going to be the Atlanta Falcons. I think the emergence of Michael Penix at the quarterback position, Kirk Cousins backing him up, Bijan Robinson is at worst the third best running back in football behind Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley right now. No disrespect to Christian McCaffrey. I think the offense will be fine. Defensively, Atlanta needed to add some pass rush, Kev, so they went out 2 first-round picks, 1 Jalen Walker from Georgia, 2 James Pierce Jr. from Tennessee. So they're trying to fill the holes. I love what Raheem is doing down there. I think if they can get that culture, that unit to gel from a team standpoint, and the Bucs don't win the South, look no further than the dirty South and hot Atlanta, because I like what they're building down there.
Yeah, watch out for those Falcons. By the way, Boog's coming back to talk about the NFC East and the reigning Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, favored to win it all once again. The Cowboys, well, they're at a crossroads. First-time new head coach, a quarterback coming off surgery, a defensive star ready to get paid. Adam Schefter has more.
Why are you doing this? I'm doing it to win. Only the beginning. The end ain't coming anytime soon.
Again, he's looking. He fires. He completes it. Touchdown! Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59.
Before the Eagles can even begin to think about trying to repeat as Super Bowl champions, they must first figure out a way to repeat as NFC East champions. And that has been historically difficult to do. No NFC East division winner has repeated in 20 years, which is now the longest streak in NFL history. But the streak goes well beyond football and now borders on the unimaginable. According to ESPN's ace researcher Evan Kaplan, it's now the longest active streak in any division in any sport: football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. Eagles general manager Howie Roseman has spent all offseason retooling his roster to sustain success, and as the Eagles head into their summer break, they have their opponents and history all gunning for them. But they're not the only ones looking to snap a streak that defies logic.
I want to win a championship. The legacy, the things, whatever comes after I finish playing will take care of itself.
1, 2, 3, win!
The Dallas Cowboys have a new head coach in Brian Schottenheimer, a new wide receiver in George Pickens, and a healthy Dak Prescott. Let's go! They're going to need all of that and more as they look to snap their streak of failing to reach a conference championship game in their last 13 playoff appearances, now the longest drought in NFL history. And this doesn't look like the season to try to do it.
You got to figure out a way to be better early in the game and start the game better.
From weeks 12 through 17, the Cowboys have 6 straight games against teams that won at least 11 games last season. So now the Eagles are trying to conquer the division history. The Cowboys are trying to trample their own history. And with the Commanders and Giants also watching, we're all sitting back as witnesses to history.
As promised, two-time Super Bowl champ Booger McFarland back with us now. Boog, there are plenty of storylines when you look at the NFC East. What's the one story you are focusing in on?
Kev, for me, it's got to be just how high can Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders go? Because we saw him take the league by storm. And the expectations are you get better your second year, a dramatic improvement from your first. And if he does that, Kev, we could be talking about a quarterback that goes from just taking the division by storm. We could be talking about the Washington Commanders being a Super Bowl contender. So I understand the Philadelphia Eagles are the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions. I love what Howie Roseman does. But Kev, there's nothing in the world like new money. And right now the new money is in Washington. And if Jayden Daniels makes the improvement that most people expect him to do, Kev, look out in the NFC East for the Washington Commanders.
Keep in mind, Washington hasn't made the playoffs in consecutive seasons since 1992. That looks like they're going to...
WNBA to the star in college football today at Big 12 Media Days. It was Colorado Day, one of 8 teams out here today. Coach Prime, of course, he was front and center. Everybody knows the story about Colorado right now. No Shedeur Sanders, no Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, and even Shiloh, his other son's not on the team anymore. So Deion is facing for the first time in his head coaching career not having his sons a part of his team. He caught up with Pete Thamel to discuss whether or not there's a little empty nest syndrome in his locker room.
Obviously, your 2 star players from last year are gone. Like every school, there's a new identity each season. Give us a window into the case for Colorado winning this year.
Well, we won't have those 2 phenomenal players, but we will have a phenomenal team. We're not as good individually, but we're better collectively.
Without Shedeur, a lot of people speculated you didn't have much interest in coaching college football.
Why was that? What?
I don't. There was a.
Why would that be a factor?
Yeah.
Why would I have interest in doing what God blessed me to do? That don't make sense whatsoever. Yeah. What about Shallow?
Yeah.
It's easier for me, man.
Okay. Why?
Because I don't have to be 2 things. I don't have to be the father and the coach.
Yeah.
Now I could just be the coach, and I don't have to look and make sure I'm a dad and he's doing his job. I'm a dad, he's doing his job on the defensive side. Now I could just focus on these young men. I love so many of them like they're my sons. I truly do. And some of them act like they're my sons, but I don't have any biological sons on the team right now. But I'm proud of them, man. But I love the challenge. I do.
And he'll have a challenge in front of him. Looking to keep the Buffaloes trending up without those 2 players.